strength, and ye would not. We will have everything that we want. Ezekiel 34:28. And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen, because they feeding off of us. For example, one example is just one, which is commercially known, that they're stealing our music. All I have to do is put some volume here, and you already should know. Yeah, you already should know. They're stealing our music, and our people are not owning these music things that they are stealing from us. So they really don't have the royalties and stuff like that, for example. And that's just a stupid example, because music is basically nothing. But actually, music is a powerful instrument. You can control people with it. Yeah. So yeah, so well, it's not that stupid actually, because you can control people with it. And they control, how you call that thing, inventions. They stole our inventions. This guy with over 100, this devil with over patents, how you spell that? He says something Edison, over 1,000 patents or something like that. Edison, Thomas Edison, right? He stole everything. Every single individual thing that he patented, he stole. Because these devils are unfair. So, you should know better by now. And they stole our inventions, and then they make mad money off of it. So they prey off of us. That's the point. Right. Neither shall the beast of the land devour you, because they are the beasts. The beasts of the field are these, starting with these Edomites and all the other nations. Why? We are the sheep. We are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But they shall dwell safely, and none shall make them afraid. Nowadays, our people are hella scared. They're afraid of these enemies. That's in the curses of the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28. That's one of the curses. Micah chapter 4, verse 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord, which is the government, shall be established in the top of the mountains. Because the top of the mountains right now is top of the morning to you. The top of the mountains right now is Esau, and all the other nations are on his side, because they are the ones that make the rules. If you go to India, you got India people making the rules. If you go to China, you got Chinese people making the rules. If you go to Japan, you got Japanese people making the rules. Korea, all these, Hawaii, well, kind of to a certain degree. But all these nations, Arab countries, different countries, you have different Arabs making the rules. Iran, you have Iranians making the rules. Iraqis making the rules. I don't know if you call it Iraqis people, but yeah, people of Iraq. So all these nations, they have a seat in the UN, and also when they do the G2 summit. So we're going to be on top of their mountains, which represent the governments. By the way, the word summit is the top of the mountain. That's what they call their meetings. Let me see if I can get it. Summit. A summit meeting is an international meeting of heads of state or government. That's it. But a summit is a peak. A summit is a point on a surface that is higher in elevation than all points immediately adjacent to it. Right. So they are on top of the mountains right now, right? And it shall be exalted above the hills, which are the lesser governments. And people shall flow unto it. People shall flow unto our mountain, the mountain of the Lord, which is our government. And many nations shall come and say, come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the God of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. Like I always give the example, and I keep on printing it in your head. Well, I'm trying to. Just like how you have that stupid song on the radio playing all damn day, and before you know it, you're humming it in the showers. And you hate that song. You might not even catch yourself right away, but As soon as you catch yourself like, hey, what am I doing? You gotcha. Right, because they print it in your head by repeating it the whole day. Plus, they got demons on them. So you can get that from John Todd on BitChute. I already posted videos about that. So, yeah, just type in John Todd, BitChute, Illuminati music. Then you will see that they do witchcraft on the music. So therefore, when you hear it, it's an extra demon. Because see, they're trying to make you think that the devils and demons and spirits and ghosts and stuff like that, witchcraft doesn't exist. But what do they have in children's book? Children's book are full. Children's book are full of witches. They're full of witches. They're full of witchcraft. They're trying to imprint this in your children's head, mind, so that they can get them on a demon side. Because children are very, very powerful in imagination. Right? They actually also, they're so powerful that they don't know what is real and what is not. Well, they do know actually. But I mean, like, you can tell a child, like, listen, if you swallow a seed, a tree will grow in your stomach. They would believe it. They would believe it. Because they don't know better. They don't know what's, they don't know better. You know, but they bombard them with movies like Harry Potter. They bombard them with books. This is how they teach them how to read. Witchcraft. Eating children, which is Hans and Gretel. Cannibalism type shit. Why are you... This shows you that we should not want to be here under their rule. We should want to go back to Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. And then we will teach the heathen our ways and our paths they will walk. No more flying reindeers. No more bunnies that lay eggs. No more Halloween. Nothing. Only righteousness in Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem, which represents the city. And we are the monument of the Lord, which represents the people. Zion means monument, and a monument is a memorial. So when you see an Israelite, it should remind you of the Lord, the Heavenly Father Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and His Son Yahushai. It should also remind you of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But anyway, let me go on. Now it says here, and he shall judge among many people. That is what Jacob will do. We will be the police officers of the planet Earth. Yep. And rebuke strong nations afar off. We will tell the nations what to do and what not to do. Just like how you have Esau nowadays telling these Arabs, for example, we don't like it that your females are not driving cars. We want them to drive cars. We don't like it that you don't like your females to do certain things. When they are over here in my country, they can take that thing off their head and they can make videos like this. There are videos like this of Arab females, but yeah, I wasn't thinking. I just grabbed a few pictures and then posted it up. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, which is agricultural weapons. Not weapons, I mean tools. From weapons to tools to use to feed people, to make food. And their spears, the pruning hooks, is also to make food. Basically, the weapons shall be transformed into tools for them to work. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation. Neither shall they learn war any more, but they shall sit every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid. This is talking about the Israelites. Nobody shall make us afraid, because we are going to make them afraid, according to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse, what was it again? 11? Oh, they're going to be afraid of us, oh boy, I tell you. Deuteronomy 28 and 10. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord Yahweh, and they shall be afraid of thee. So that's not talking about them, that's talking about us. Where was I? What? Oh yeah, here. For the mouth of the Lord of hosts had spoken it. We shall not be afraid of them. Because like I said, oh yeah, in Deuteronomy 28, it does say that we shall be afraid of them. Yes, it says that. Let me get that. Those are one of the curses. So verse 1 until verse 14 are the blessings. And then it is here where it says that Yeah, we shall get verse 65. And among these nations shall thou find no ease, but in the kingdom we will find rest, and we will be at ease. Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. We will have rest in the kingdom. But Jehovah shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. So no more futuristic type of mindset, and we're just gonna be weak in mind, eyes, and also a scary heart, very very afraid, and sorrow of mind, all sorrows. But as you can see, these females are at ease, just like the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30. It's not Deuteronomy, sorry, it's Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. It's talking about the daughters of Israel, but then again, it's also talking about these females. Look, they are at ease. They're not worried. She's not scared that she's going to be raped or something like that. They're not scared, man. They're not scared that anybody will touch them. They're not scared because Esau is there. And he's promoting this because what he wants to do is, this is Esau's plan. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. If you make platforms like OnlyFans, and Esau knows the daughters of his nation will go there first, he is the one that creates an opportunity for the daughters of his own nation to be whores. OnlyFans, you have Playboy, Playboy Mansion and stuff like that. You have all these things, all these mannerisms where these females of the daughters of Esau himself can be a whore, but he gives them that opportunity because he has the power to imprison the whole world by shutting everybody up and shutting all the businesses down. And yet you want to tell me he doesn't have the power to arrest people like this that are doing these things? By all means, go ahead. I have no problem with them shaking their ass. I do have a problem with these mother busters. I can't stand them, especially this demon over here. Why? There shall not be a whore. It says here, Deuteronomy 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. So I got a problem with that. I have a problem with this. And before I even know that scripture, like back in the days, I always found it weird to watch black females in porn. I found it weird. I was like, you're somebody's mother. You could be somebody's. You disgusting. But if I see Edomite do the same actions, I was like, God damn, I want to have Edomite. Yeah, that's what's up. Hypocrite? We shall see. To cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness. Because let's say a guy likes her, you already know what's up. You know, she might meet the wrong guy. And by the way, listen to what she says. Hey, shit. She said, I found my ninja. Wait. I caught my ninja with a girl hiding in the back seat, so I let his favorite rapper take me to dinner. Really. In that time, we will have no females of ours having anything to say concerning having multiple wives, because the Lord will give us that power. We will have the authority, and she will be where she belongs, in the background. You know, you might say it's wrong that I just said that, but then again, if you give them the freedom, this is what they will do. They will make videos, and this is somebody's daughter. You know, somebody's daughter is there behind the door. Maybe she lives alone. I mean, like, believe me, boy, these females have so much money from simps, by the way. They got so much money, just, hey man, it's ridiculous. They can buy penthouses for their boyfriends and stuff like that. And they often also take the man's money in alimony and child support and all that type of thing, man. They got bad money. So that's why the Lord said, I shall make a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. You know, they have more status than you now. Which is, I have no problem with this. I mean, like, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. See, a fool, Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Not only in the times that's coming, but also in the present time right now. Because let's say you didn't know this truth. You didn't know what was going to happen in the future. See, you don't need to go to a fortune teller. You can read the Bible. Well, I hope you get it then. But you can listen to the men of the Lord. I hope I'm one of them. And then they will tell you your future. Not as an individual. Well, it could be, but as a whole, the future of the whole world. You don't need a fortune teller. You need somebody that understands the scriptures. But the point is that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. If let's say now let me apply this according to females, for example, because this applies to when the mad destruction comes, when the RFID chip comes, when the World War III comes. A lot of people will just lose their freaking mind. But through the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures, it shall be the stability of that time. Because now you're looking around and everybody was panicking. For example, in the first day of the mask mandatory, the entire street was empty. I saw people with gas masks. I saw people with fake. Hey, man, I saw some crazy stuff, man. Gloves. People had gloves on, and it was summer. Remember that it was March 2020. It was March. So it was kind of summery, like, man, I saw people with man gloves, man, like something beyond some winter skiing gloves. I saw people with all type of crazy stuff, and they were scared. They were scared to stand next to me. When I got out the metro, for example, everybody moved over. I was like, man, this is just like royal carpet or something like that. They were scared to touch the buttons when you press the buttons in the metros and stuff like that, the trains. Everywhere and anywhere they were scared. They were scared. But after a while, everybody calmed down. The fear kind of went away. Well, that's the same way that these females, once we get them after the war, that's the same way they're going to feel. In the beginning, they might not like it. Not every one of them will like it. Some will. Oh boy, I met some Edomite chicks. They were dying for them to be slaves. But that's the same mentality that certain black females have. I have seen them online. They got the Confederate flag and shit like that. Anyway, that's another story. But that's gonna be the same way too, But the point is that we were stable in those days because we know what's going on through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yashar. But if we did not know this truth, we would not be stable. Well, so that's about this. So now the stability and the wisdom and the knowledge of this. If you didn't know that these females would be yours eventually, you would go buck wild crazy, man. There's a lot of dudes that crying right now. Like this guy. Darius M, YouTuber. He's always talking about these girls and all that type of crazy stuff, man. This guy's really hurt. You won't believe what this woman said, and self-entitled woman ruins her life in 60 seconds. And this is why you should never trust women. Psycho feminists with big egos loses it on TikTok. All these videos, and he's really, you can see that he's kind of hurt. He's kind of hurt that these females act this way. I mean, come on, man, think about it. If this was your mother, your mother. Oh shit, man, I feel sorry for your mother. I feel sorry for you, menace to society. Let me twist that around. I feel sorry for you. But the point, look at that arch. It's beautiful, right? Think about the. Okay. Think about this being your wife, and then having videos like this online while having kids in the house running around. Snots in their noses, which is not good anyway, because it's the food that we eat. Therefore, we get that snot. By the way, But yeah, the point is that it's horrible. It's freaking horrible. But then again, hey, so I understand why that guy and many of them are very angry. Of course, I would not want my wife to walk around like do this, or my daughter. I would not want that, you know. So I understand it, but then again, if you have the wisdom and the knowledge, it will stable your mind. That's the point. Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. Right. As I was actually going to talk about this, but then again, let me see here. Yeah. Contempt. Yeah, I don't actually have to go up in there, because I already had set something up. Hey, but then again, I'm going to leave it at that. Might do another video or something like that. But then with that, I'm going to say shalom. And I would not really be too paranoid concerning these females and stuff like that. See, the flesh, they might get you. It might get you. You might see some breasts that you like. You'd be like, wow, it's kind of, I feel some sort of way now, You see an arch in the back and stuff like that. You'd be like, well, okay. So this is growing on the planet Earth now. Oh, I didn't know that. Like me personally, I never go on TikTok because I hate it. But these are TikTok videos because I downloaded them. So that's funny. But then I did it because I wanted to do this video. I'm not going to delete them or something like that. I mean, like shit. Probably put them on my phone or something. I don't know. I'll see what I'll do. But yeah. But you should think about our future, man. This is actually nothing here. This is only for your eyes, because I know 100% in the physical form, I will never see these females. Well, let's just say I think I would never see these females. I would not know them. I don't want to know them. I would like to plow them, but yeah, that's a different thing. But the thing that I wanted to say is, I will never have sex with none of these females. Not in this physical form that I know of. I mean, they're all in America. And yeah, so this is just to create some kind of some shit in your head that it's not real. It's not tangible. I have learned a new word, by the way, tantalizing. That's what Esau is doing. And I learned it all because of him, because I was like, what are they doing? Tantalizing. Inciting or teasing with the sight or promise of something unobtainable. Basically, that is what tantalizing means. Right? I can't do it right now, so I'm gonna leave it at that. And yeah, this is probably the last video, the second and the last video that I make like this concerning these females posting up their pictures, which they themselves do. I have not forced no gun to this female's head and said, do this. I didn't do anything like that. I just saw it. I downloaded it and I made a video about it. So yeah, there you go. They will be judged according to what they do now in their physical form, which is something beautiful, because I want you to do this for me in the kingdom. You will. Well, not this one individually, a particularly individual person. But by the way, I don't think none of them will survive. So, oh yeah, that's another thing. All these females that you see, a lot of them will die. Me personally, I would have no problem if this one dies. I just can't stand them. These types, there are many of these types, man. There are many of these types. Just, I have nothing to say, man. Look at that face. That bitter, I'm better than you, I'm greater than you, you're nothing to me type of face. That demonic entity spirit. I have no idea. I don't know what to say. That's what I mean. I have ideas, but I don't know what to say. It's just ridiculous. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.